Hey guys, it's TheZakDroid and welcome to my first ever YouTube advice video. This has been something that has been requested quite a lot, and I think I will make multiple of these as I progress through my YouTube journey. Now, before getting started, I have opened a new channel called TheZakDroid Says. A link is in the description below. I plan on doing commentary videos on here, but not about normal stuff. Just you guys ask me questions about stuff and I give advice or opinions on stuff. So if you want to check that out or support me, go subscribe, link in the description. Its launch will be after the anniversary video I plan on making for next Sunday, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Now, this video is something that I have been asked for probably the longest time. I can't remember who was the first person to ask me. So hopefully for anyone who's asked me for tips on YouTube, this will be helpful. And if you're new around here, then hopefully it helps you too. Now, I'm not really qualified to give you too much advice, but seeing as I am a small creator, I can kind of give you insight on what I think you should be thinking about when starting or continuing to do YouTube. And I don't know if there are many of these videos out there on YouTube, and I hope to try and help you out if you are a small creator to get the opinion of another small creator like me. Now, I think a lot of people that start YouTube or are doing YouTube do it for the wrong reason or with very naive intentions. And first off, if you are one of those people, that's just gonna take you nowhere and it's gonna add so much stress to you. There's no point in pursuing this. And I think there are three main reasons why people make channels. One of them being good, and the other two being either a bit naive or just not good at all, and you should not be making videos. The first is you might be inspired by other creators, or you have ideas that you really want to put out there, and I think that's good because you would have the motivation to actually do this. The second reason is monetization and making a living out of YouTube. Now, I think that's very naive because the chances of you getting to a point where you're monetized is really low. And even if you get the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time you need to be able to enter the YouTube partnership program, which is what you get into to get monetized, that's going to take a really long time. Now, I managed to get 1,000 subscribers within 8 months of making my YouTube channel. So the subscribers are generally the easier part. But if you look at my monetization thing, well, right now, as you can see, I'm only at 600 watch hours or around 600. So I have a long way to go yet. Now, something else I want to address about the money thing is don't think that it's sustainable, because sure, you can get into the YouTube partnership program maybe if a video goes viral, but if your videos keep having the same average view counts and people watching from different regions that may not pay you as much, then you're gonna have a few issues, because that means that you won't be able to earn $100 through those videos in a month. And that's basically how the payout system works on YouTube. You need to earn at least $100. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's always gonna have to convert to US dollars to be able to get paid monthly, and you can only get paid monthly. So if you don't get anything in a month, you'd have to wait for a month where you manage to finally earn $100 in total since your last payout. So if you are thinking of dropping out of school without even getting a monthly payment on YouTube, just don't. It's such a stupid move. I'd say pursue it. Definitely pursue it, but I think it shouldn't be your main intention. But I can understand where it can be helpful, because I know of some people that have a few difficulties getting jobs, or if you are someone that finds it hard to find a job, then if you have time to dedicate to YouTube. But I do know of someone that this could really benefit to, just trying to pursue YouTube monetization, because if you don't have a job and you can't find employment, it's definitely a good way to go. But if you have neither of those problems, or you're a student, I don't think money is what you should pursue, because you have a lot of time to dedicate to other stuff. So I would definitely recommend only doing this if you feel motivation. So basically this goes back to the first point. And the last reason to make a channel that I've seen people do is just chasing clout, fame, and sub counts. Nothing else. And if you want to make a channel and be on YouTube for that reason, just don't. At least reconsider doing it for any of the other reasons I said. Even monetization, despite it being kind of a naive thing in my opinion, in most cases, that is at least better than saying, oh, I want sub counts. But actually, no, I wouldn't recommend that. I would say just don't do YouTube if you want sub counts. Just do it for fun. That's it. Now, if you are one of those two reasons that I think is good, then the next question I have for you is, can and should you make YouTube videos. There's a lot of things that people don't appreciate about videos, and it's editing, ideas, thumbnails, and recording in of itself. And this can be done in all sorts of ways, and obviously depending on what kinds of videos you make, there's different factors you need to keep into account. Now, any bottlenecks you may find on the way, such as maybe not having a good computer or a good editing software, doesn't mean that you should let that stop you, I think. In fact, you can even find creative ways of doing things. In my case, I haven't actually been able to record a single Minecraft video. Actually, no, I've recorded one, and it was quite laggy, from my laptop. I've always recorded from my mum or my brother's laptop in the past. My first 20 or so videos were actually all recorded and edited on them as well. But I then figured out that I could just use the replay mod to record a bunch of other videos, and since then I have tried adding a twist to my videos that I think is fairly unique. Now, that's fairly easy in my case because I do Minecraft, but if you have something like a bad camera, I don't think that should be something that stops you. Definitely invest in a better one, or maybe look into your phone camera and see if that's better than a camera that you might have. And bear in mind that some people might care about quality, but that doesn't mean everyone cares about quality. So long as you're entertaining, that's good. That's all you need. And this brings me on to ideas. And this is probably one of the hardest parts of making videos, as it's really hard to be original nowadays. And because I make Minecraft videos, it's not really a big issue I've had. So I guess depending on the content that you're making, it really depends. But because of this, definitely don't burn out your ideas. If you have many ideas, don't release videos every day in a week. I think it is a good idea to record as many videos in a short time frame if you can do it. I definitely can't, so I'm not gonna do it. And I feel like you should put it to the test. If you find it to stress you out, then definitely don't do it. But don't over-upload, because if you have many ideas, you can save them for uploads every week. Weekly uploads are perfectly fine, especially if you're just starting. And even if you have many ideas, just don't burn yourself out, because you will reach a point where you're creatively blocked. It's inevitable. All of us have this problem. And even if it's years until it happens, you're going to realize that it's too much for you. The next thing I want to talk about is growth. And this is something that people kind of take for granted. People only assume that YouTube does everything for them, but the truth is only you can. Just because you made a channel before someone else, for example, doesn't mean that you're going to have a higher sub count than them. And this is only something that can be influenced by the content you make and how well your content performs on the platform. I'm not an expert on growth because it's probably one of the last things I think of when I make content, because I really enjoy it. But there are a couple of things that I do that I would recommend you do. One, use social media. There are a bunch of ways in which you can use it, but it really helps to be consistent. Every time you upload, make a post about it. Use hashtags to find new people. But I have a few friends though that did this at the beginning, but they just stopped doing it. But I think it's a good idea to be consistent, because consistency can really help you get places. Number 2, use Reddit. Now, this is arguably another social media platform, but I am going to talk about this separately because it requires a completely different mindset. Most subreddits don't really like self-promotion. So this is where you want to find alternatives and workarounds to be able to promote yourself without any risk of being hated on or just getting banned from a subreddit altogether. I'm not going to talk about this in depth because I feel like there's quite a process to it, but there is a video by my friend Andy Drew XP that I am going to put in the description and in the iCards that you should definitely check out, because he explains how Dream used Reddit to be able to blow up on YouTube. And number 3, YouTube Shorts. They're basically Google's answer to TikTok. They're basically Google's answer to the TikTok ban in India, in an attempt to move TikTok users from there over to YouTube. Now, we can actually make shorts outside of India by simply making a vertical video that's less than a minute long with hashtag shorts in the title or the description. I generally put it in the title so then people can tell what it is when they see a notification from my channel. And the thing about shorts is that they get shown to everyone on the platform. Doesn't matter what niche. Actually, no, it does. But it's not as big a deal as it is for a normal video, so long as it has good audience retention. That is the key. I've had a couple shorts surpass what I generally get on my channel, and if you're subscribed for my shorts, then hi. And they are an overall good method of growth, I think. Like I said before, growth shouldn't be the reason you're on YouTube. I can see how it can motivate people, and that's good. But if it's all you want to do to have a number attached to your name on this journey, then I definitely definitely don't think it's worth it. Something else that I think is also worth mentioning is knowing when to take a break from YouTube. Whenever you do something that involves creativity, it can be draining, like I said. We all reach our limits at some point. But I think as creators, we shouldn't wait for the burnout to come. We need to take breaks before we need them. And that involves self-awareness, to be honest, as if we don't realize what we're doing and what tires us out, it's really hard to predict when it can happen. Now, you could say that it could mess up all of your uploads if you take a break, or you won't earn anything from YouTube if that's all you earn from. And here's what I will say. Pre-recording is king. Now, obviously, when you're about to take a break, maybe it's out of nowhere, you're not going to pre-record. But here's something that I'm actually going to start doing as well. Pre-record before you're going to ever think of releasing a pre-recorded series maybe on your channel. Now, for what I do, which is Minecraft, it's really easy, but if you have a different niche, which requires a lot more creativity, then definitely do the thing that I said earlier. Don't upload more than once a week, and keep ideas for when you need them. In fact, even record them, so then you don't need to record them as often as possible. Now, by that, I don't mean record 3 videos a day, edit 5 videos a day, and then call it a month. No, I would say, take it easy. If you're gonna upload 1 video a week, then maybe record 2 a week. So that way, you got that week and the week after sorted. And then just keep going, so then that way, you kind of get a trend going. Now, personally, if I'm gonna do that, I would probably record one of the videos that I'm releasing that week, and then I'll just keep the other video for whenever I plan on releasing it. Now, other than that, just have fun with this. I love making videos, and it can be such an experience for anyone who's interested in it, so I would definitely recommend have fun with this. If you find that this doesn't bring any fun to you, don't do it. It won't be healthy, and honestly, if you enjoy watching other people, just enjoy watching them. There's no shame in that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Just know your limits, try whatever you can, and good luck out there. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.